peeps. I wanted to come on here today and do a quick winter makeup look, and also I got a couple of new things and I wanted to show you guys. So if you're new to the channel, make sure that you click on the subscribe link and follow me, because we do all kinds of things on here and we have a lot of fun. And so just kind of a get ready with me. I already worked out this morning, curled the hair, so we'll do the hair a little bit later. And let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I did put on a little bit of my CC cream. I like to put on a little bit of something in the morning, even if I'm working out, because, you know, just makes your skin look a little bit smoother. So I do have, this is called Nude Glow, and it's SPF 40, which is great. If you are anyone even over the age of 20, you need that SPF on your skin. I don't like to do separate SPF on my skin. I just like to find it in my foundation, because I do enough creams and serums on my face. I don't want one more layer of something else on my face. So this is a good one because it's 40. So it really protects your skin. This is by IT Cosmetics, which is one of my favorite cosmetic companies. I'm going to be doing that. I'll be doing a couple things, but this one, Laura Geller, and of course, you know, MAC has great things. So we're gonna do a little bit of MAC blush that I found. It's a creamy powder, so we'll get into that later. So this one I am using is a medium tan. So I actually have olive colored skin. I always go between medium or medium tan. Probably I could get away with medium right now because I'm a little less tan than I am during the summer. But this one works, and I'll show you. It's just a little cream formula. If you can see that with all the spots on my hands. So cream formula right there. And so I just take my brush and I just move it up. So I'll refresh this because it probably came off a little bit from working out. I would probably just do one big squirt. I just did half a squirt because I already put some of this on my face, so I don't want to put a lot more. But basically you're going to run this up. I always run it through my ears. If you've seen some of my other makeup videos, you'll notice that I do that. And don't forget your neck. Also, don't forget your neck when you're putting lotion and serums and things on. So the neck is really important to pay attention to, because oftentimes we just forget about it until we see lots of wrinkles and lots of sagging and the whole thing. And it's just a thing with women over 60. We have it. It is what it is. Forgot to tell you first. So Laura Geller, I always put primer on my face. So after I put a little bit of lotion and things on my face, I always start with a primer. And Laura Geller has one of the coolest ones, and I always end up going back to this one, but there are a couple other brands that I may use. And also this isn't great for traveling because we got the super size from QVC, but this is the one I love to keep at home. And this one it's called Spackle, which I think is like the coolest name ever. And this one is actually, it's a skin perfecting primer. You have to put primer on your face to like set your makeup well. A lot of times women will come up to me and go, "Why does your makeup look so good? You look so glowy." It's because I add these extra layers. I don't just, you know, throw things on and hope for the best. It's like primer, and then your foundations, and then your bronzers and your highlighters and all this, and then you do a setting spray after that. So it's a process, and I have it down to like 15 minutes if I'm doing a quick face. If I'm taking my time and going to a party, I'm gonna probably take a half hour to do my makeup, maybe 45 minutes. I take my time so it looks nice. So this particular one is one that I always wait for every year. This one is a champagne, so it leaves a little bit of illumination on your face, which I love. So pick some of this up. I think it's still on QVC right now, and that's the only one that has this big jumbo bottle, but you can get this probably at a Sephora or something like that. All right, so that, and then the foundation, so we're done with that. Now I'm gonna do kind of a double dose of something I've been doing lately that I really love, that looks good on my under eyes. And so I have this concealer, which literally, that's probably even too much. But this one is the Bye Bye Under Eye from IT Cosmetics. It's a full coverage concealer. And this one is in medium natural. It's number 25. It comes in this little tiny container, and you would think like, oh, that's gonna be gone quickly. I've had this for quite a few months now because like I said, you only need a dot, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to dot and then dot here. And I like to bring it down my nose because, so you see these YouTubers, these young 20-somethings, they put it all over this bottom part of their eye, way down into here. I'll brush that out like that, but I put mine on the sides of my nose and kind of up the bridge a little bit and down, because I'll tell you why. We get a lot of redness through here when you get older, and just it smooths out everything. And so that's all I do with that part. Then I'm going to go in with this kind of brush. This is a MAC brush, 170. And I'm just going to dot, and I'm going to press that in. And you can go into your eyelid too if you want. It's personal preference. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And so you can see I'm just dotting. And I just want to show you, I still have some left on my hand, which by the way, I will keep there, because once you're doing your eyeshadows and things, if you get any kind of a smudge down here, or anything going on where you're like, I messed up, you can go back in with a thin little brush and kind of like brush that out with your concealer, and all is good. So don't get rid of this yet. Hold on to it. Okay, so you can see already that, and then I just bring it up into my forehead. So I already did my eyebrows because I have another episode where I do my eyebrows, and I had my eyebrows professionally done last year, and so I just touch them up. So I don't really need to do a full brow anymore, which is awesome. I think I did ombre eyebrows, but there's the micro eyebrows. There's all kinds of, find a good brow lady. She'll show you all the steps, but it was kind of a time saver for me. So half my brows are pretty much done. I think I just do a little bit more in the front, and I just kind of fill them in a little bit. I think you can go back through some other episodes and there might be a place where I did full brows. Okay, so this is the step that I just bought this. It's the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's not the regular Shape Tape. It's the Glow Wand. So this one's a little bit more glowy. I'm going to show you. I just do a couple of dots to add on to that concealer, because watch this. Okay, so you may not be able to notice it on here. You can really notice it in person, but it gave it a little bit of more of a oomph and a little more sparkle, like brightness to my eyes. And so I started adding that to the IT Cosmetics just regular concealer, so it wasn't so flat. And I just love the way it looks. And when I get my whole face done, you'll see it just makes your face glow. And so I'm really enjoying that. So that's kind of a new winter thing. And it's really going to look great for summertime when you want that full on glowy face. I'm not so much going matte in winter and glowy in summertime. I kind of use the same techniques throughout the year, switching out maybe colors. Also, like I said before, foundations. I might do a darker foundation when my face is a little bit darker, but most of the time it's the same. And so a lot of people don't use bronzer during the winter because they want to have that matte kind of look, but I love bronzer. And so one of my favorites is Laura Geller. And this one is the Baked Highlighter Blush and Bronzer. And this one's in Erythral Rose, Sorrento, and Tuscan Sun. Look at that baby. So what I like to do, so you can do these separately as highlighters and then the bronzers in the middle, or I love to swirl the whole thing together with a nice big brush, tap, tap. And then I'm just gonna do this right up and make a C. So it's going right up into the forehead, through the cheeks, on both sides. And you can see it's not like uber bronzer, like it's just really pretty and natural. And then what I like to do is squeeze this brush and just go along your chin line, because it gives you a little more definition, and we all need that. So that is that for bronzer. There is this new MAC Creamer bronzer, blush. cream blush, and this is the color Grand. And this is actually a cream to powder. So when you put it on, it gives you a nice little glow. So I'm gonna take a brush and just kind of lightly dab into it. You're not gonna like run it around a lot. And then I like to just like start it off on my hand a little bit. And then I'm just gonna do it very lightly right here, a little bit on the forehead. And so you can see it's just a couple little swipes. It's nothing, I'm not gonna dig in there. So you can see there's just a nice little color glow there. And then you always have to do a little highlighter. Highlighting. This is Jacqueline Star Power. I think I got this from Morphe. So I love to just do a little boop on the nose, a little bit on the upper lip, and then I just take this and dot it here and above the eyebrow. So dot, dot, just to give your skin a little bit of oomph. So you can see that. You can see it there better. And then we're gonna get into the fun stuff. Laura Geller came out with, also again on QVC, she came out with these stick eyeshadows. Brand new thing, it's super cool. This one's like a highlighter sparkly one, which I'll show you how to use that in a couple different places. This one, they're called Just Swipe. This one is kind of a matte pink, and then this one is like a matte light brown, which is so cool. So I'm gonna show you all of them, how you can use them. So the sparkle one, you can take and you can just dot just a tiny little bit right there, just a dot. And then take a very skinny little brush and you can just swoop that on your eye in the inner corner. And that gives you, I would do this more as a nighttime look. I don't really do this during the day because I think it's a lot. Unless you just are that girl that's a lot, go ahead and do it. Also, you can take this and swipe it right across your eyelid for, again, a nighttime look, and it'll blend into these other two colors. Or you can use it as a highlighter right above and underneath your eyebrow. I'm gonna start with the light pinky one, and I'm gonna show you. You just pull it along here, and then I like to dab it. This is a great swipe and go, especially if you are someone who wants to wear a little bit of makeup when you go work out, or maybe on the daily, you don't really want to wear a ton of makeup. You can use these and it's like swipe and go. You don't have to worry about it. So you can see that it's a really natural color. It's almost like nothing different than what bare skin looks like. But now I'm going to take the brown and I'm going to run that and then tap, tap. And you can see, one, this is going to stay on your eyes for a very long time. It's just dries down from the wetness of it and it just stays right on your eyelid. So you can see you've got that really natural, beautiful kind of look for every day. So I'll take this one and I like to just take it along the corner right where your eye socket is and just smooth it out. Super easy to use. And again, it really is one swipe. So you can see that's just a really easy look. But I want to go, you know, I always love to do a little under eye because otherwise I look kind of bare. So I'm taking, this is one of my favorite palettes. One is the Amber palette. Look at how beautiful those colors are. Okay, the other palette, these are my two favorites right now. This one is called Smoky Quartz. You can tell I've used this a lot. So those are really my neutral brown colors. That's my jam right there. And then you've got like a little sparkly one, but you've got your highlighter, all your different browns for different days. I'm gonna do a mix. So I'm gonna take the middle one right here and I'm just gonna swoop. So you want to use a tiny brush for this. I'm using this brush, and I believe this is ColourPop, and they have a whole roll, a makeup roll that has all the brushes in it, and this was one of those that came with it. So you can look that up on ColourPop. It's an online business, and you can find them there. I believe they have some of these at Ulta also. Okay, so there's that. Starting to find a face beneath all that bareness. And now I'm gonna go into, I love to line the inside rim of my bottom lid. And this has been used a lot. This is what it normally looks like. I've been using this and penciling it down to keep it nice and straight. I don't know if that's the right word. These are brushes by Victoria Beckham. They are not cheap. They are a little more pricier than what you will get at an Ulta or a drugstore. But I am going to tell you, this one is a blue colored one. And I'm gonna show you. You just barely touch it, and look at that. They are very creamy. They are pigmented. They stay on a long time. So if you're looking for a new eyeliner brush, she has a lot of different colors, but I love, what is this one called? This one's called Navy Noir, but my favorite one, I believe, is, I don't even know if I can find the name on it. I think it's a bronze color. I don't remember the name because it's so small. I've already penciled it out. But let me just show you. I'm going to take the inside rim, and I'm just going to lightly go through to finish that eye off. So let me just show you the difference between this and the difference between that. Now, you may like more of a nude kind of eye and don't want all that stuff. I have really big eyes, so I need to bring them and recess them in a little bit. So the more I can do something that kind of brings them out, pops the eyes, but also brings them in a little bit, is good for me. That may not be good for you. So it's just a choice, but this is what I use because it goes on so creamy that I'm not tugging my eye when I use that. So you can see how fast I did that. It doesn't have to be like super extreme. I think people make a mistake when they think, oh, I have to line my bottom eyes. They like go in and dig in, and then you got to brush it out. And you can do that for nighttime looks. That's pretty. But if you're just doing like kind of a regular look, going to a luncheon during the day, whatever, working on a Zoom, you don't want to have like super aggressive eyes. And so this is a great look. So these pencils go on really smooth. So here's a little trick. You can go back, like remember I told you about this. So you can go back through and just kind of swipe this up so you don't have a lot of the brown left over right there. That is good. Last step is going to be lipstick. And this is my MAC Cork. It's my very favorite lip liner. It goes with everything. I kind of have brown lips, and so if I try to do like the nudes or the pinks, they don't show up on my lips when I want to line them. So I want a little something here. Oh, this is one of my favorite lipsticks right now. It's Natasha Denona. I'll have to get you the name of this. We'll link it down below. I can't read it right now. I don't have my glasses on. And you can see it's almost gone, but it's like the perfect nude color. I probably use this almost every day. And so one other tip, before I started my makeup, I put on a little bit of like a lip ointment on my lips. I use It Cosmetics. There's like a clear little gloss kind of thing that you can use. And I like to just let my lips moisturize so that when I get ready to put my lipstick on, it's not tugging, it's not pulling, it's super smooth. And so that's what I had on my lips before I started doing my lipstick. So it just kind of like settles into your lips while you're putting your makeup on. So just a little tip there, because you know, we need all the help we can get. This is one that I bought at Ulta. It's Kylie Cosmetics. Don't normally buy her stuff, but this lip gloss was cute. And it is really good to just add a little sparkle on the bottom. Gives it a little oomph, especially if you have a drier lipstick and it starts to dry. There's some matte lipsticks, I try to wear them. If they start really drying on my lips, I need a little bit of a gloss over it because I think it brings out the lines in our lips a little bit more than we need them to. And we are not 20 years old like Kylie. And so we need a little help with that. So I'll just go back over with like a little lip gloss, even if it's a matte lipstick. If I feel like my lips are getting really dry from it, take that with you. You can just pop this on the bottom lip and just give it a little, and then make sure to clear your lips. That's always important because we don't want them all over our teeth. So I am going to throw on my mascara. You don't need to see me do that. And then fix my hair, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, one thing I'm gonna do before I fix my hair is, I was telling you about the primer. So this is a Prep and Prime, MAC Cosmetics Prep and Prime Shake. And then you're just gonna take this and spray it. And that's gonna set. And you're gonna notice the difference whether if you use that or not. During the day, if you don't use that, you're gonna find that you're gonna have to do touch-ups a little bit more. You're gonna be like, what happened to my makeup? It kind of like dripped off or fell off or whatever, smudged. When you do these setting sprays, it just, if you have a full day, like if I have a full day of coaching or, you know, I have to do Zooms all day, if I do that, I can even throughout the day kind of prep it a little bit again, spray that on. It's gonna really set your makeup and keep it where it's supposed to be. You may go out throughout the day and go, you know what, I just need a little more bronzer. You don't even need to put it in the bronzer. You can just go through with the brush and just kind of like do it again. You'll be fresh as new. So I highly recommend primers. I recommend setting sprays and all of those kind of little extra things that really set your makeup and make you look fresh. Okay, so this is the final look, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. This is a cool winter look. It's super easy, breezy. You can eliminate some things or add some things, but this is kind of my everyday look of what I would do if I was just going out and about or I had some Zoom calls to do. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Look down below for all the links to the products that I use. And until next time, who knows what I'll be filming, but I hope you come back and visit again, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, peeps.